Right, guys, welcome to yet another live stream here for the Currie Cup. It's the Cheetahs up against the Pumas, and we just finished the fantastic game between the Western Province and the Griquas. The Griquas stealing that game at the very end there by 43 points to 41 in what was a fantastic game. And let's hope this game also live up to the same expectations. Everybody expecting the Cheetahs to win this game, and we'll just see how this one pans out at the end. So let's quickly run through the team lineups as the Pumas already making their way onto the field. So for the Free State Cheetahs, we've got Cohen Jasper, Daniel Kasande, Robert Everson, Chris Smith, Roscoe Speckman, Reinhard Fortuin, and Ruan Pienaar in the back line. Then the forwards, Jean-André Rudolph, Aiden Davis, Gideon van der Merwe, Victor Sakikete, Reinhard Bernardo, Aranus could see a Chunky van der Westhuizen and Schalk Ferreira in the forwards. Then on the bench, we've got Manus van der Merwe, Chakwene Marne could see Oki Barnard, Andisan Tsilla, Ntlali Mosi, Ruan Kruger, and David Brits for the Cheetahs. Then for the Pumas, Devin Williams, Tapira or Tapiwa Mafura, Sebastian de Klerk, Eddie Fouchier, Jade Stichlin, Tinus de Beer, and Chris Will September. Then with the forwards, Willie Engelbrecht, Punzele Makungwana, Daniel Martin, Shane Kirkwood, Dion Slubber, Yehia Prinsloo, Edwin Swart, and Corne Fourie. And then on the bench, Llewellyn Klaasen, Bewald Maritz, Simon Rowe, Kwanda Demasa, Andre Fischer, Jovan Snyman, Ali Majima, and Dico Apollos for the Pumas. So, let's look forward to a really good game here between the two sides. Lisandri van Niekerk says Cheetahs gaan wen. Wie sê ook so? And then 11J said, really nice comeback in the last game. Happy Griquas got the job done. Hope you must win the game, but would still be happy if it goes either way today. So, I think we should get a poll up on the channel as well as to who's going to win this game. Obviously, the Cheetahs are the favorites to win this game today. So, let's quickly create a poll. Who will win? Who will win? And then obviously you got to pick between the Cheetahs and the Pumas today. So we're going to add in the draw because we nearly had a draw in that last game as well. So there we go. The poll is up on the channel. Don't forget to go and vote, guys. It is the Pumas and the Cheetahs doing battle today. We've seen a great game here between the Western Province and the Griquas just previously. It looked like for all money, as if the Griquas was out of it, and then suddenly the Western Province slipped, and the Griquas came back to win the game in the end. So a great victory there for them in the end. Ruan Pienaar with the start to this game, then playing from left to right, and Willie Engelbrecht takes it up for the Pumas early on. Sets it up on the 22 September's waiting penalty to the Pumas. Not rolling away is the call from the referee early on in this one, as the Pumas gets the first penalty of this game. Not rolling away, like I said, was the call against the Cheetahs there, and a chance now for them to kick this downfield as they find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Cheetahs now. Great opportunity here for the Pumas to have an early attack here in this game. Will we see as many tries as we've seen in the Western Province game? I doubt that we will, but you just never know with this kind of competitions. Right, so throw in and disrupted by the Cheetahs, but a little knock on from Ruan Pienaar has set it up for the Pumas again. So it's going to be a scrum down to the Pumas between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside the Cheetahs half. Good challenge from the Cheetahs at line-out time, but just that little knock on from Pienaar in the end. Right, so got everything set up now. So let's see how this game pans out. A minute and a half gone in this game. It's still 0-0. First scrum of the game going the way of the Pumas. September to feed this one in. The Pumas heavier than the Cheetahs by around 47 kilograms. And it's roundabout in that tight five where the difference lies between the two sides. Right, Griswold September to feed this one in for the Pumas. Big first scrum of this game, and it's controlled by September at the back now. It's Mafura taking it up for the Pumas. Good defense from Gideon van der Merwe there, but still going is Mafura, just short of the 22-meter line now. Griswold September waiting for it. Gets it out, taken up by Mankongwana. September still waiting for this one to come back now. Gets it out. Here's the charge from the forward there. Edwin Swart who gets it out. Now it's Tinus de Beer trying to straighten the line for the Pumas. They've lost a bit of ground now. Out wide it goes to Daniel Martins, tackled there by Jean-André Rudolph. Good defense from the Cheetahs early on. Prince puts his head down. Now September on the 10-meter line. Tinus de Beer gets it out to Edwin Swart again. Edwin Swart stopped by Smith there in the middle of the field on the 10-meter line. Now Tinus de Beer, long cut pass, beautiful pass, but the referee has deemed that it's gone forward. Otherwise, there would have been trouble there as Jake Stichling looked like he was going to run into a bit of space. But it is a forward pass, and it will be a scrum down to the Cheetahs early on. Sharkbrain says, yes, John Moulake ding 'n lekker vrystaat. And then also Lisandri van Niekerk says, Cheetahs gaan wen, ek is positief. So a lot up for grabs in this one for the Pumas. We've seen the Griquas basically cement their place in the playoffs as well. So we'll see how it goes from there. But anything can happen in this competition, as we've seen in the previous game. We didn't expect the Griquas to win that game in the end. So, so anything can happen in competitions like this. You can't say the Cheetahs will win just because they're top of the lock. The Pumas are playoff contenders, so anything can happen. About 4 minutes gone in this first half. And, still no score. Too many mistakes from both sides at the moment, but it's still early days. All right, so scrum down now to the Cheetahs here. Runabout between the 10 and the halfway line inside their own half. There's going to be Ruan Pinard to feed this ball in for the Cheetahs. Coming off their big loss against the Griquas last week is the Cheetahs. Right, scrum feed. And it's a successful scrum here from the Cheetahs. Oh, the Pumas are pushing them back off the ball, but somehow they do get it back. And now Smith straightens the line for the Cheetahs on the 10-meter line. Pinard waiting for it. Now it's taken up by Fortuin. Gets it out to Gideon van der Merwe. Sets it up to the 10-meter line again. Pinard. Now it's Sikakete. Caught on the 10-meter line. Eddie Fouchier gives away the penalty. Diving off his feet. And just a silly penalty to give away in the end. Right, still the Cheetahs now have a good opportunity to kick this downfield and set up an attacking line out for them. Right, that one is going to find touch round about 5 meters inside the 22 of the Pumas. And a good opportunity now for the Cheetahs. What can they do with this one? I still can't believe that the Griquas actually managed to beat the Western Province. Going through that first half and for most part of the second, and then suddenly the Griquas just came alive. Right, throw in here from Van der Westhuizen. Just 5 meters inside the 22 of the Pumas now for the Cheetahs. 6 minutes gone in this one. Still no score on the board between these two sides. Right, Van der Westhuizen throws it in to the back to Gideon van der Merwe. Now John Rudolph off the back. Ruan Pina tries the inside pass to Sunday, but can't find him, and it's been turned over by the Pumas now. Willie Engelbrecht, 5 meters outside of the 22 now, September. Back to Tinus de Beer, puts in a little cross kick. This could work out for them. Oh, the touchline just wins as Devon Williams collects that ball. But space opening up there for the Pumas from that little cross kick. Just not working out for them. It is going to be a line out to the Cheetahs just outside of the 22 then. The inside pass from Ruan Pienaar to Kasande. Just the timing of the pass off at, or the run of the angle, just not on song there for the Cheetahs. Right, so line up between the 10 and the 22 here for the Cheetahs. Inside Pumas territory, Van der Westhuizen to throw this one in again for them. To the front they go to the big jumper now, Smith Fortuin. Oh, it's been intercepted. Well, it's gone down, and Devon Fortuin is going to have to run. He's been chased down by Kasande, but it's going to be a try to Devon Williams here, the fullback of the Pumas. And a slip pass from the Cheetahs have opened up the door there for the Pumas as Devon Williams gets the first try in the 7th minute of this game. Well, interesting start to this one as the Pumas gets the first try through Williams in the 7th minute of this game. Or you can say 8th minute. 8 minutes played, and it's the first try of the game goes to the Pumas, and it's Devon Williams who picked up that loose pass from the Cheetahs and scores the try. So 7-0. It's the Pumas leading after 8 minutes of play in this one. Great start by the Pumas. Cheetahs may be trying, guilty of trying a little bit too much too early. 7-0. The Pumas lead this game. But it was like to beat the big teams and not the smaller ones is basically the call there from Shark Brain. But yeah, either way, 7-0 it is here for the Pumas. Ruan Pienaar with the restart, then a deep kick in from him, controlled by Mafura, gets it out to Tinus de Beer. And the kick downfield is going to find touch round about between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Sharkbrain says, wow, I didn't expect this today. Well, it's still early days in this game, but the Pumas are leading 7-0. The Griquas was beating the Western Province 43-41. The last minute, well, not in the last minute, 85th minute try by the Griquas was sealed the deal for them. Throw in from Van der Westhuizen by Sakakete. Now there's a driving maul coming from the Cheetahs between the 10 and the 22 of the Pumas now. Can they get this driving maul going? It's not going anywhere for the Cheetahs at the moment. Pienaar now going, working the blind side, puts a little kick in behind for Roscoe Speckman to chase. But the Pumas were onto it quickly, and now they're going to have a counter-attack from the inside their own 22. It's the Clark, puts it on the boot here. The chase coming. Oh, it's been knocked on by Cohen Jasper. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Pumas, roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line inside the Pumas half. Well, the Pumas trying to run that ball from inside their own 22. We saw one of the tries of the season last week when the Pumas ran it from inside their own, well, basically from their own try line against the Bulls. So we know that they can counter-attack from their own try line. Go and Jasper knocking that ball on. We've had 10 minutes in this game. 7-0. The Pumas lead the Cheetahs at the moment. Scrum down to the Pumas, run about on halfway, about 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. So will we see another upset here today? Will we see the smaller unions cement their places in the semi-finals of this competition? Sharkbrain says maybe if Willie Leroux played for the Free State, he would get so much hate from the Safas. Well, he did play for the Free State, and then he moved to the Sharks. Right, Sebastian de Klerk off the back now. Good tackle from Robert Eberson, runabout on the 10-meter line of the Pumas. Tinus de Beer goes for another cross kick, but it's been charged down by Sekakete, but he's been offside. So it's another penalty here to the Pumas. Right, so penalty to the Pumas, roundabout on a 10-meter line inside their own half. And discipline letting the Cheetahs down at the moment. It would be great to see Willie Leroux back on South African soil, Shark Brain. I mean, he was an asset to the Sharks. He was an asset to the Cheetahs when he was here. So it would be good. It would be great to see all our South African players playing in South Africa, not in Japan, you know. Likes of Malcolm Marx, Willie Leroux, Jesse Creel, now Faf de Klerk also. So a lot of our top class players playing in Japan at the moment. Right, so let's see what the Pumas can do from here, from this line out now. 5 meters inside the 22 of the Cheetahs. It's taken up, but it's not in straight, says the referee. So it will be a scrum down to the Cheetahs. Edwin Swart not throwing that one in straight. So missed opportunity for the Pumas there. 12 minutes played in this game. Eddie Swart, the 21-year-old of the Pumas. Bright future ahead of him, I think. And he would be an asset to any team if they're willing to seek his services. Right, the problem is we've got so many good hookers playing in South Africa at the moment. The likes of Bongi Bunambi, Karen van Vieren. Then you go to the Bulls. You've got 3 really good hookers there. And you've got 2 good hookers from the Cheetahs itself. So plenty of talent all around South Africa at the moment. 13 minutes gone. It's 7 points to 0. The Pumas lead this game. Devin Williams scoring in the 8th minute through some sloppy play from the Cheetahs. Pienaar feeds that one in. Jean Redroff controls at the back. Now it's Smith who kicks it downfield for the Cheetahs. Looking for space and finding it. He is going to find touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Pumas. Catching Devin Williams. A little bit asleep there in that movement. For about 14 minutes gone. Will we see another upset here today? We've already, well, it wasn't really an upset for me personally, but after the way the Western Province started that game, you would have expected them to run away with that game. Right, so Eddie Swart now with the throw into this line out here for the Pumas again. Goes to the front, gets the ball back now. September out to Tinus de Beer, who puts it on the boot and straight down the middle of the field. It is going to be Kasande to retrieve that ball for them. Cohen Jasper now with a kick downfield. Straight down the field to Tinus de Beer, who gets it out to Devin Williams inside the 22. He puts it on the boot and not going to find touch. Finds Ruan Pienaar on the 10-meter line. Inside Cheetahs off now. Speckman looking for a bit of Speck magic. Gets the offload to Robert Everson. Now it's Smith. Smith up to the 10-meter line of the Pumas. Pienaar again. Now it's Fortuin gets it out to Cohen Jasper. Now it's taken up through the forwards. Just setting it up over the 10-meter line here for them. Reinhard Bernardo took it up. Now it's again Van der Westhuizen on the 10-meter line. Pienaar. Fortuin. Out to Roscoe. Speckman again gets the pass out beautifully to Smith. Smith close up to the 22-meter line here for the Cheetahs. But the ball has been stolen by Willie Engelbrecht on the ground. And it's going to be a penalty to the Cheetahs. Holding on, I think, is the call against Willie Engelbrecht. He did really well to steal that ball initially, but then holding on after he went to the ground. 15 minutes gone, and I think the Cheetahs might put this into the corner here. It's been announced that the Cheetahs will compete in the European Challenge Cup next season. So a big boost for the Cheetahs as well. Yeah, Willie Engelbrecht doing really well to steal that ball on the ground, but then just had no support after that and gave away the penalty. 16 minutes gone in this one, and it's 7 points to 0. Louis van der Westhuizen now with a throw into this line out for the Cheetahs. 5 meters out from the try line. Taken by Bernardi. And here comes a big driving maul from the Cheetahs. This should not be stopped. As Louis van der Westhuizen waiting for that. Looks like they are going to score. Yeah, Louis van der Westhuizen gets the try in the 16th minute here for the Cheetahs. So the Cheetahs gets their first try on the board. It's van der Westhuizen who gets the try for the Cheetahs in the 16th minute of this game. So the Cheetahs hit back, and we should be in for a really good game here between these two sides. They look pretty evenly matched at the moment, but I think the Cheetahs might just be a little bit too strong for them in the end. 7 points to 5 with the conversion to come. We've had 16 minutes in this game. So 7 points to 5 with the conversion to come here. It's not going to be an easy kick here, but it should be achievable for a guy with the experience of Ruan Pienaar. His career kicks 180 from 241, which gives him roughly a 70% strike rate. So out of 10 kicks, he'll slot 7, just to make it clear to the people listening in. Right, so 17 and a half minutes gone. It's 7 points to 5. The conversion coming up now. And he's taking quite his time with this kick as well. He's got 10 seconds left on the conversion, which he's going to get as well. So 7-all it is here between the two sides as we go into the first, finishing the first quarter of this first half. So 7-all it is. Will the Cheetahs find their rhythm going forward now? Hey, Casper is also there in the stands, just showing him there in the screen as well. Casper has been on my shows, or not on my shows, but on my live streams quite a bit. Kicking that one downfield is the Cheetahs from the kickoff and finding touch roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line. The flag man, Casper, flying his Cheetah flag high there at the Free State Cheetah Stadium, or the Toyota Stadium as it's known. Right, Eddie Swart to throw this one in for the Pumas now. An opportunity for the Pumas just to get some momentum going for them, because they've lost quite a bit of momentum in this last couple of minutes. Just inside the half of the Cheetahs now. Can Eddie Swart find his jumpers? Right, it's been stolen by the Cheetahs again, and now they set up a ruck here, runabout on the 10-meter line. Now, the kick over the top from Ruan Pienaar. I think Roscoe Speckman might have been in front of the kicker there, but Mafura makes the mark inside the 22. Now quickly taken by him, gets it out to Tinus de Beer, who puts it on the boot, and he's going to find touch. Quickly thrown in by Ruan Pienaar now. Cohen Jasper. He goes high up into the air. Now the chase coming from them, but Tinus de Beer has done well to collect that ball. And it's offside by the Cheetahs. Penalty to the Pumas. Sekakete again offside. Second time offside already in this game. Just rushing up too quickly after the ball was kicked. So the Beer now with an opportunity to send us to the corner. 11J said it's good that Cheetahs have been added to a competition at last from next year. Challenge Cup, I think. Yeah, so you get the Heineken Cup and then you get the Challenge Cup as well. So they will be competing along with the Lions in the Challenge Cup. Lisandri van die Kerk says, go Cheetahs. Yeah, Sekakete definitely offside from that kick from Cohen Jasper. And a chance now for the Pumas to go on the attack. Right from the 22-meter line of the Cheetahs. Taken in off the back they go, Daniel Martins. September waiting for it now. Willie Engelbrecht sets it up just short of the 22 here for them. The ball has been ripped by Gideon van der Merwe. And now Roscoe Speckman has got the ball. He's trying to find a bit of space but can't find any. Now the ball goes loose and Daniel Martins kicks it ahead. Who's going to win this race to the try line? It is Bernardo who gets the race, who wins the race. And it will be a 22-meter dropout, or will it be a goal line dropout? I think a goal line dropout is the call. Yeah, goal line dropout coming up. As Andre says, lekker Vrystaat met wen. And then J.K. Linda says, where can you stream the game? So, unfortunately, I'm not streaming it. I'm watching it on SuperSport. Don't know where you can actually stream the game live, man. I'm just doing the commentary on the game. Right, so goal line dropout. Ruan Pienaar with a kickoff here. And into the hands of Tinus de Beer on the halfway line. He's going to go for a drop goal. And that one is going to go to the left of the post. So now Koen Jasper has got it. He's going to put it on a boot. And he's going to find touch round about 5 meters outside of the 22. Jan Adrian Grobler says, kom Cheetahs. And then Lizandri says, I go my dame. Right, so 7-all at the moment with 22 minutes gone in this game. It's pretty even at the moment. Eddie Swart will throw this one in for the Pumas. Just outside of the 22-meter line. Another sloppy line out from the Pumas taken by Jean-André Rudolph this time for the Cheetahs. And now Fortuin gets it out to Smith. A little cross kick here for them. And it nearly worked out, but a little knock on in from Koen Jasper. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Pumas. Just that small thing's not working out for them at the moment. Just a question of time before things are starting or are going to start to work for this Cheetah side. Jasper was into pretty much space there, but Evan Williams was there to cover up. And Mafura, to be quite honest. So it's a scrum down now to the Pumas, and 23 minutes gone in this game. It's not nearly as pretty as the previous one, but it's still very tight in anybody's game at the moment. We also got Ulster versus Munster tonight on the channel as well. I haven't done a commentary game on the UFC, excluding a South African team in a while. But because it's the quarterfinals and interested to see who makes it, we are going to do that one. Corne Fourie, the loose head prop of the Pumas, receiving some attention there. 23 minutes gone. Line out coming, or scrum coming up for the Pumas on the 10-meter line of the Cheetahs. About 5 meters from the right-hand touch line. 7-all it is between the two sides at the moment. And we should get the scrum underway any second now. So it's September to feed this one in for them. Right, so it is September to feed the scrum in for the Pumas now. 23 minutes played, 7-all it is. A try from Van der Westhuizen and Williams on either side of the field. Right, here's the feed in from September. Controlled at the back by the Pumas now. Just well controlled by Philly Engelbrecht, but the scrum goes up and we will have a reset scrum again. Right, not a lot happening at the moment, but you can go and vote on the channel, guys. There's 20 votes so far. Who will win? 75% says the Cheetahs and 25% says the Pumas at the moment. So you can go out and check and vote on the poll who is going to win this game. Sharkbrain says, Guru, I know your second team is Free State. Yeah, it is my second team. So I am definitely backing the Cheetahs to win this game today. Don't get me wrong. Right, September with the feed to the scrum here. As the Pumas controlling that one at the back. Just waiting for it now to come out. Oh, Pienaar has put him under pressure and he's knocked the ball on. So it will be a scrum down to the Cheetahs. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. 25 minutes gone. It's a little bit sloppy at the moment. Yeah, so Sharp Rain, I will have a second team to support next season in Europe. So yeah, how cool is that? Right, so another injury break to one of the players. So we'll have to wait and see how it's going to pan out. I am thinking of maybe going watching that Springbok game against Wales in Bloemfontein in a couple of weeks' time. So we'll see how things go. If I'm not going, I will be doing the commentary on that game, but the plan is to go and watch the Springboks live in Bloemfontein in a couple of weeks' time. Lisandri says, my ma sê as julle nie wen nie, dan skuld ek haar R1000. Well, tough luck, Lisandri. Don't make bets like that, man. It is Currie Cup. You saw what happened last week with the Griquas versus Cheetahs as well. Right, so Ruan Pinar now to feed the scrum in for the Cheetahs here. 25 and a half minutes gone. And it's just a stop-start affair at the moment between the two sides. Right, Pinar controlling that ball at the back now. Gets it out to Fortuin. Now Smith with the kick downfield. Looking for space, and he's found it again. Now Mafura having to go back for the Pumas. He's going to get into trouble here. Just 10 meters out from his own try line. Cheetahs all over him, but it looks like the Pumas have secured this. Or have they? Yes, they have. They're going to get a penalty as well. Coming in from the side against the Cheetahs there. And a penalty to the Pumas 10 meters from their own try line. Side entry is the call against Gideon van der Merwe. Right, Tinus de Beer now to kick this downfield for the Pumas. It's like I say, a very sloppy stop-start game at the moment between the two sides, but important in the context of the Pumas season here. That kick is not, oh yeah, it's gone out. Looked like for a second as if that ball wasn't going to find touch, but they have found touch roundabout on the Cheetahs 10-meter line. So the Pumas now with the throw-in on the 10-meter line inside Cheetahs half. We've had 27 minutes so far. And like I say, not nearly as exciting as the previous game between the Western Province and the Griquas. But I mean, you can't have all of it like that. So another stoppage in play. This time it's one of the props shoes that went missing or needs to be replaced. So we'll see how long that takes to conclude. 27 minutes gone in this one. 7-all it is at the moment. Still 13 minutes to go in this first half, and it's still anybody's game at the moment. While we wait, let's quickly go and have a look at the lock again. And yeah, this is how it stands at the moment. So you've got the Cheetahs in second, and then you've got the Pumas in fourth, the Sharks in fifth, and they're both on the same points. So the Pumas realistically really have to win this game in order to stay in this competition, because the Sharks play the Lions, and the Sharks can then overtake them and have a game in hand. So yeah, it's vital that the Pumas win this game if they really want to win this game. So Lisandri, I don't know where they are streaming it. Unfortunately, I'm not even allowed to give any links if there are any. I am watching it live on SuperSport, just doing the commentary and keeping you guys up to date with what is happening on the field. Right, so stoppage of players stopped, and the Cheetahs and the Pumas both on 7-all, and it's a lineup now to the Pumas with Eddie Swart, who's going to throw this ball in. Right, on the 10-meter line of the Cheetahs, it's Eddie Swart to throw this in for the Pumas now, and Let's see where it's going to go. Taking the time, finally finding the line of jump, and now Chris will September out to Tinus de Beer, who puts in a little chip kick, but collected beautifully by Speckman. Now Kasande. Kasande gets it out to Robert Everson. Roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Cheetahs. Pinar now. Gets it out now for Tain. Smith again with a long cutout pass to Jandre Rudolph. Jandre Rudolph up over the 10-meter line now for the Cheetahs. Still inside their own half. Pinar waiting for it. Now gets it back. Now Smith again. Gets it out to Sekakete. Just up over the 10-meter line as the Cheetahs now. Fortain. Fortain to Speckman. Speckman puts a little stab through and into touch it goes. But we are going to come back for a penalty here. Let's just see against who. Yeah, so it is against the Pumas. So it's a high tackle on one of the Cheetah players. And it is going to be a penalty to the Cheetahs. Right about on the 10-meter line. Alfie Visser says the Pumas is lately a tough team. Yeah, they've got quality players, you know, and they've got a very good coach in Jimmy. So I personally feel that Jimmy should have already maybe coached the franchise, and I wouldn't even mind it if he coached the Sharks, because honestly, I'm not a big fan of Sean Everett. But yeah, unfortunately, Jimmy's not rated highly in South African ranks, but he's doing a great job with the Pumas. Oh, lineout stolen from the Pumas this time round. And Tinus de Beer gets the pass out to de Klerk. Now they're running it from their own try line again. Now Devin Williams. Devin Williams up to the 22, gets the pass back inside to Eddie Bouchier. Bouchier up to between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Now September, de Beer again. Out it goes to Devin Williams. Long cut-out pass this time to Willie Engelbrecht. Now Willie Engelbrecht is going to cut back inside. Oh, the pass finds no one. Now finally finds Tinus de Beer on the 22-meter line. Trying to make a bit of headway is the Pumas now. And they're becoming the team that runs from their own try line. Exciting stuff from the Pumas at the moment. Now just setting it up for the forwards right on the 22-meter line. September waiting for this again. And he gets it back to Devin Williams, who's going to put it on the boot. And that's going to go out directly into touch. But play on, says the referee. Quick throw in from the Cheetahs. Now Speckman on the halfway line, trying to cut through the defense. Not going to get anywhere. Now Pinar, back comes to Gideon for the matter, who puts it on the boot. And into touch it goes. Runabout between the 10 and the 22-meter line. It's actually Aidan Davis who kicked that ball ahead. So Aidan Davis bringing out his inner backline abilities here. The loose forward of the Cheetahs. Shark Brain says no ice. No, there is ice in it. There is ice in it. Right, so 52% territory to the Cheetahs, 48% territory to the Pumas. Line up to Eddie Swart now, just on the 22-meter line inside their own half. Ooh, Wasakakete offside again. That's the third penalty he's given away for being offside. It's the number 5 lock of the Cheetahs today. Poor discipline from him. So with about 9 minutes to go in this first half, it's still 7-all. And Tinus de Beer can now kick this downfield again. He is going to find touch round about 5 meters outside of the 22 of the Cheetahs. So good opportunity then for the Pumas now. Pumas struggling a little bit with their lineouts at the moment, but they do get one here and there. And they've also stolen a vital one of the Cheetahs when they were close to scoring. Yeah, no, it is one. It is one, Shark Brain. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say anymore on the channel, so I won't repeat that exact words. Right, lineout stolen by the Cheetahs then. Just as I said, the Pumas are struggling with their lineouts today. And the Cheetahs now have got possession run about 10 meters from their own try line. Right, the Cheetahs now setting it up 10 meters out from their own try line. Ruan Pinar waiting for this one. Looks like he is going to go with the box kick over the top. And he is going to find touch roundabout between the, well, basically on the 10-meter line inside Cheetahs half. Eddie Swart with another opportunity to throw this one in for them. But lineouts have been dismal for this Pumas side today. Yeah, no, that is true, Shark Brain. I mean, like I say, one moment I get monetized, the next moment I don't get monetized. I don't know what's going on. Lineup overthrown this time, but Tinus de Beer has picked it up beautifully for the Pumas, and he could go all the way here. What a step, inside out, and Tinus de Beer scores for the Pumas, the second try of this game, and that is an opportunistic try from Tinus de Beer in the 33rd minute of this game. A second try for the Pumas, totally against the run of play, really, and yeah, de Beer rewarded for a great individual piece of brilliance. So the 34th minute, it is the Pumas that strike, and the Cheetahs now in a bit of trouble. So the Pumas score their second try of this game, and it's Tinus de Beer who gets it right under the posts, and it's now it should be 14 points to 7 after that. Barry Green says, tough games. This is for both sides. And then Shark Brain not happy with that result there. So 14 points to 7 it is. After a lineup that was completely not called. Well, it was definitely not the call for that type of lineup. It got overthrown into the hands of Tinus de Beer, stepped inside out and scored a try. Yeah. Barry, you've summed it up as well there. So Mafura takes the kick off, or the kick from the 22, collected by Mafura now. But the Cheetahs have stolen this, and here they come. Pienaar now, Gideon van der Merwe. Oh, Gideon van der Merwe up over the 22-meter line they go. 5 meters inside the 22 is the Cheetahs now. Fortuin tries to cut through. Throws a little dummy caught there. Now it's Jeberson. They've lost the ball. The penalty for offside to the Cheetahs. Pumas all offside there. So yeah, let's see if they're going to go to the corner. So the Cheetahs now going for the corner there. 5 meters out from the try line. Barry asked why I don't go live on TikTok. No, it's not really for me, Barry, at this stage. Maybe something I'll do later, but for now, I must say I'm happy with YouTube. Right, so 5 minutes to go in this first half, and the Cheetahs now 10 meters out, 5 meters out from the try line. Can they get a try here before half time? Well, that one also over the top, but into the hands of the Cheetah playing up. Pienaar waiting for it. Gets it out to the big prop forward, setting it up 5 meters out from the try line in the middle of the field now. Pienaar back to Van der Westhuizen again. Pienaar waiting. Oh, picked up by Gideon van der Merwe, driven back in the tackle there. Now they go wide again. It's Smith. Smith held up. Now they need support as the Cheetahs. Pienaar still waiting for it. Sekakete. He's brought down quickly by Martens. Now Gideon van der Merwe again. Still about 4 meters out from the try line. Oh, the ball has been stolen by the Pumas now. Well done to them on the ground there as they win that ball on the ground as the Pumas. Great work from the flankers there. As Chris Wolf, September now waiting for this ball at the back of this ruck for the Pumas. Right on their own try line. Gets it back to Tinus de Beer, puts it on the boot, and he's going to find touch right on the, between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside the Pumas half. Well, let's see if we can get that one sorted real quickly. So there is going to be a line out to the Cheetahs now between the 10 and the 22 of the Pumas. Trying to sort out a couple of things here. Taken at the back by Aiden Davis now. Here comes Smith again. Smith making a bit of headway just short of the 22 now. And just short of the 22 still is the Cheetahs now getting it out to Kasande. Kasande into a bit of space now up to the 22-meter line. Ruan Pinar gets it out to Bernardo just short of the 22 again. And we are going to come back for a penalty. I'm just sorting out this thing quickly. Trying to get rid of these links as it's not allowed. Right, so that's sorted. It should be gone. But yeah, the Cheetahs now have a penalty for a high tackle from the Pumas. Daniel Martin penalized there for that high tackle. So Secluded asks, is the stadium full? No way. Even though there's just 50% of the capacity allowed, not a lot of people have showed up for this game, to be quite honest. Right, so we got about a minute left in this, minute and a half left in this first half. The Cheetahs now have line out 5 meters from the try line. Can they get another try here before halftime? It's a 7-pointer at the moment between the two sides. And it's taken by Bernardo now. Here comes the driving maul from the Cheetahs. They've already scored one try from the driving maul, and it was Van der Westhuizen who got it. Now at the back of this maul, controlled by Van der Westhuizen. And it's going to be another try to the Cheetahs. And I think it is Van der Westhuizen who's going to get his second try of this game. Let's just see who stands up with the ball. But the Cheetahs have scored their second try. In fact, I think it's Smith who has scored this try. Yes, it is. So Smith scores in the 39th minute here for the Cheetahs. A vital try here for the Cheetahs just before halftime. Smith gets in the 39th minute of this game. So we should have the score levels here going into halftime. Great driving maul from the Cheetahs as they get in for their second try of this game. Close battle between the two teams at the moment. Pumas a tough nut to crack today. 14 points to 12 with the conversion to come. There shouldn't be any time left on the clock, but I think the referee is going to go upstairs here. So let's have a look at this first. So the line out taken. And what's wrong with this now? Well, not quite sure what they're looking for here because they're all binded at the moment. Oh, this is going to be a tough call against the Cheetahs if there's no try being awarded for this. Truck and trailer might be the call. Alfie Visser says, I think it will be a tough game today. Andries Germenay says, the Scout in die Vrystaat wil liever langs 'n vuur wees. Exactly, Andries. I'm feeling the cold here from the Northern Cape in a small town, Nouport, and it's really, really cold this side. So, yeah, I won't be surprised if people prefer watching the game on TV. So I think that try is going to be awarded. Let's see what the referee have to say. So, oh no, the try has been disallowed. Wow. Tough call, very, very tough call, this one. And the try has been disallowed. So, no try then for the Cheetahs, as we will have a penalty against the Cheetahs then, and it's going to be a penalty to the Pumas as we go into this halftime. Obstruction, says the referee. So very tough call against the Cheetahs there, as Tinus de Beer just bumps that into touch. So at halftime, it is going to be 14 points to 7 and not 14 all, as we originally thought it would be. So I'm going to correct that for you guys for now until they correct it on Flash Score as well. So let's just put that banner up. So halftime, it's going to be Cheetahs 7 and the Pumas 14. Interesting call there from the referee to give it as obstruction. These days, we don't know what is obstruction and what isn't obstruction anymore. So halftime here, the Cheetahs 7, the Pumas 14. We are going to take a quick break, but when we do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game as well. So there, they've got it corrected now. I'm going to take a quick break, but when we do come back, we will do the second half, guys, so don't go anywhere. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half here between the Pumas and the Cheetahs. The Cheetahs been denied a try here for obstruction towards the end of the first half, and it's one of those things. So yeah, I'm going through the comments section quickly, and Secluded ask if I know if they're allowed full stadiums just yet. So no, not yet. Um, and then also saying that you have to have the vaccine. So that is not completely true. You need to have a negative test at least 72 hours before from a doctor if you want to attend a game at the stadium. I don't have to go through that because I'm fully vaccinated, so I can just give my card and they'll let me in. But I mean, to go and watch a live game with a lot of people, it's the atmosphere is phenomenal. You can't take anything away from that. I know it's a lot more clearer to watch on TV these days, but just the atmosphere at the stadium can't beat television, or it beats television every single day of the day. So that's why I want to go and watch the game. Planning to go and watch the Springboks versus Wales game in Bloemfontein, and then hoping to go and watch the game in Johannesburg between the Springboks and the All Blacks as well. I'm not sure how many people are at the stadium, but there's not a lot of people there. There are spots here and there. I'm thinking round about maybe, well, I don't know exactly the numbers, but I would say around about 10,000 people given, well, no, not even, between 5 and 10,000. I'm not quite sure, Secluded. Right, anyway, it is 14 points to 7 to the Pumas here, and let's quickly run through the teams. Cohen Jasper has been a little bit quiet for the Cheetahs so far. Daniel Kasande haven't really had much of the ball yet. Robert Iverson, I haven't seen it all throughout this first half, really. He's made a couple of tackles here and there. Chris Smith has been quite involved in that first half, taking up that ball quite nicely, getting over the advantage line for this Cheetahs side. Speckman has tried his spec magic a little bit throughout the first half, but not really getting over that advantage line. Reinhard Fontaine has just sent out his back line the couple of times that he has been able to do so. And then Ruan Pienaar having a quiet game, really, for his standards. Then forwards-wise, Jandre Rudolph has been quiet, along with Aiden Davis and Gideon van der Merwe, not really making that much of a big impact so far. Victor Sekete has been mentioned a couple of times for all the wrong reasons, has given away a couple of offside penalties. And the lineouts, well, he's been doing well at the lineouts, stealing a couple of balls off the Pumas. Reinhard Bernardo has been busy. Ranus Kutsia, Van der Westhuizen has been their standout player so far, I think, for the Cheetahs. And Scott Ferreira having a quiet game as well. Not a lot happening there for the Cheetahs at the moment. For the Pumas, however, Devin Williams been not given a lot of opportunities throughout that first half, but when he's had ball, he's looked dangerous. And then Mafura doing the work at the back defensively. Sebastian de Klerk and Eddie Fischer looking dangerous on the counter-attack. Jade Stifling hasn't been seen a lot. Tinas de Beer playing phenomenally today for the Pumas, and probably their best player on the field so far. And then Criswell September doing a good job as well at scrum half. Forward-wise, Willie Engelbrach being busy. Mokungwana, haven't seen too much of him today. Daniel Martins have had a couple of good steals on the ground. Shane Kirkwood, Dion Slabbert struggling at line-out. And Yehia Prinsloo and Corne Fourie doing well at scrum time. But Edward Swart struggling with his line-out throws at the moment. Shark Brain says, can't believe the Griquas beat Western Province in Cape Town. So that game was actually played in Stellenbosch, Shark Brain. But, I mean, it's still a home game for the Western Province. And the way the game went, it was always the Western Province game to lose. And the Griquas did phenomenally well to get back into that game. I didn't think they could do it, but they did it in style in the end. Shark Brains asked, didn't Free State score before halftime? Yes, they did, but the try was disallowed because of obstruction from the line-out. So a very close call in the end, but the try was disallowed. So with that, the Pumas are leading this game. And what this means for the broader picture, the scoreboard stays as it is at the moment. It will mean that the Pumas will move up to 26 points. And the Sharks will have to work cut out for them if they want to make the playoffs. The Cheetahs have basically secured their spot in the playoffs with that victory over the Western Province. Secluded says, hey man, die Griekwas moet nie onderskat word nie. Yeah, look, a lot of people expected the Western Province to win that game. I, for one, thought that the Griekwas would win it, and it didn't look like it throughout the whole game. I was quite surprised, but in the end, they came back and did the job. So well done to the Griekwas again for winning that game. It's getting really cold here. Currently, it is around, let's see where it is at the moment in degrees. So the weather at the moment here where I live can't be 18 degrees. There's no way. So just trying to check the weather at the moment because it is getting pretty damn cold here. And Bloemfontein not that far off from where I live, so should be more or less the same. So let's quickly have a look. It's around 11 degrees here at the moment, but it feels like 5 degrees, to be quite honest. Shark Brain says, so Sharks don't stand a chance tomorrow with Bosch at fly off. Don't start this, man, Shark Brain. Come on. Secluded says, I just wish we can watch the game with you, man. Yeah, it would have been great to actually have showed you guys the game, but I'm not allowed to show any footage of the game, unfortunately. So, yeah, unfortunately. Right, so we are about to start the second half here, and it's 14 points to 7. The Pumas leading the Cheetahs at the moment. They're going to kick this game off as the Pumas. Tinus the Beer will get this thing going for us. So let's see how it goes the second half. Right, Tinus the Beer to get the second half underway. All right, so it's taken in by Chandre Riddle from the restart, and just up over the 22-meter line they go. Ruan Pienaar gets that ball out now to Bernardo. Sets it up in the middle of the field. Oh, it's been stolen by the Pumas, and here comes Eddie Swart now. Eddie Swart on the 22-meter line, right in the middle of the field. September gets it out. Eddie Fouchier now with a little stab through. The chase coming from Mafuda and Devin Williams. Oh, Devin Williams is going to win this race. He out-sprinted Roscoe Speckman to the try line there. A third try here for the Pumas, and it's going to be a try to them. Let's just see if the referee's going to award this try or not. They might go upstairs for this one, but it looks like it's going to be another try here to Devin Williams. Should be a try, shouldn't be a problem, as Devin Williams will get his second try of this game. Great start here for the Pumas. Let's have a look here whether he actually grounded that ball. Yeah, nothing wrong with the grounding of that ball. It should be a third try here for the Pumas. Nothing wrong with that from what I can see. And it should be a third try to the Pumas. Well, they're making a long story out of this. Should just be awarded because there's nothing wrong with the grounding there from my side. So try's been awarded. It's 19 points to 7. The Pumas now lead. And Secluded says Pumas win today. And since when has rugby become so unpredictable? Right, so 19 points to 7 it is. Try from Devin Williams. Turnover from that take from Bernardo got ripped by Martins, who is going to play for the Cheetahs next season, believe it or not. And then from there, Eddie Fisher just with a stab through for Devin Williams. And he was as quick as flash for that try. Secluded says, I've been supporting the Cheetahs for 18 years now. I'll give up if they lose. Well, at least you guys will be part of the European Challenge Cup next season as well, Secluded. So, yeah, 19 points to 7 with a conversion. Not going to go over. So 19 points to 7. The Pumas are leading the Cheetahs at the moment. Shark Brain says, Guru, I will see you Saturday. Cheers, man. No problem, Shark Brain. And then Twix says, no, the Cheetahs is going to win. There is just a little bit washed at the moment. So let's hope for the sake of all the Cheetah supporters that they pull it together, because the last 2 weeks have not been good for them. Right, the restart taken by Mafura, but it's sloppy from the Pumas. 5 meters from their own try line. They're under pressure now, but a penalty to the Pumas. Not supporting his body weight was Van der Westhuizen there. And it's a penalty to the Pumas, 5 meters from their own try line. A couple of times the Pumas have been saved today by some calls that has gone against the Cheetahs. Right, so that kick is going to find touch round about between the 10 and the halfway line inside Pumas half. And are we in for another upset here today? We've had 54 votes. Who will win? The Cheetahs got 72% of the votes. So do go and vote if you think that the scoreboard will be different from what we've got on the poll. Line out taken again, sloppy from the Pumas and collected by Tinus the Beer. Penalty to the Cheetahs, holding on the ground. So Gideon van der Merwe winning that penalty there for them. And decision time for Ruan Pinar and the Cheetahs. 3 minutes into the second half. It's as if the Cheetahs are panicking just a little bit at the moment. That kick is going to go to the corner, and it's going to be 5 meters out from the try line. The Cheetahs now with a great attacking opportunity. Can the Cheetahs score from here? That's the big question. 4 minutes into the second half. 19 points to 7 at the moment. Van der Westhuizen with a throw in, finds Sekakete. And here comes the driving maul from the Cheetahs now. Not going anywhere at the moment for the Cheetahs. 5 meters from the right hand touchline. They need to get this ball out. Is this Cheetah side? They're not going anywhere at the moment. They're going sideways. And the Pumas doing well to disrupt it, but there's a penalty advantage coming. So penalty against the Pumas coming in from the side there. Twix says, if they lose, I'm going to become a Bull supporter. I've been a Cheetah supporter for 9 years now. Well, I have been a Shark supporter for 28 years now, Twix. So, yeah, and it's been up and down for a long time for the Sharks. So, stick with the Cheetahs, man. Right, 4.5 minutes gone in the second half. It's now a throw in to the Pumas, to the Cheetahs, 5 meters from the try line. Can the Cheetahs get a try here? They desperately need it after the Pumas struck first after half time. Bernardo takes it in. Was that ball not thrown in straight? No, they're going to have to throw it in again. So Van der Westhuizen now with the throw into this lineup for the Cheetahs. Can the Cheetahs strike? That's the big question now. Throw into the back to Aiden Davis now. The maul has been set up by the Cheetahs now. They're starting to move forward. Oh, so close to the try line. This time they're going to get there. It's Gideon van der Merwe. And Gideon van der Merwe scores in the 45th minute here. So the Cheetahs are back in this now. Van der Merwe gets the try in the 45th minute of this game. So the Cheetahs now back in this after a really good start in that second half by the Pumas. It is the Cheetahs who strike now. One of their tries tonight, just before half-time, is the Cheetahs. So very unlucky not to got that try awarded just before half-time, but they've got it now, and it's Gideon van der Merwe who scores the try for them. 19 points to 12 with the conversion to come. Connor McGillfrey says, hello, uncle. Cheetahs, speel jy reggie. Yeah, absolutely. A little bit washed. It's like it was said a little bit earlier. They will come back. So let's see what happens with the rest of the second half. We've got 6 minutes gone in the second half, and the Cheetahs have just scored. So it's 19 points to 12 with the conversion to come from Ruan Pinar. The conversion is over, so it's 19 points to 14 here. Secluded says, fact, that clicks. I moved from Bloem to Pretoria for uni, and the Bulls are getting into my blood. I'm guessing if you stay in a city, I mean, like Pretoria, I mean, it would be really difficult not to support the Bulls, because it is the home of the Bulls, and you basically breathe, eat, and sleep Blue Bull rugby. So, I mean, if I had to stay in Bloemfontein, I would probably have supported the Cheetahs full out. Right, so from that restart, the Cheetahs have got this ball now. Ruan Pinar waiting for it, gets it out now to Aiden Davis. Sets it up in the middle of the field, right on the 22-meter line. Pinar back, it comes to Fortuin, goes high up into the air. And taken by Tinus de Beer now, right on halfway for the Pumas. Right on the left-hand touchline now, Crystal September gets it out to Corne Fourie. Fourie sets it up nicely for the Pumas. Frans Steyn is not playing, he's out injured, so there's doubt that he will be back for the Cheetahs this season. Right, Eddie Swart now takes it up on the halfway line for the Pumas. Right in the middle of the field, Crystal September now. Back it comes to Tinus de Beer, goes high up into the air. The chase coming from Mafura. Oh, it's been knocked on again by Jasper Cohen. Or Cohen Jasper, sorry. So it's the second knock from this youngster. So 8 minutes into the second half, it's 19 points to 14. Just correction on that scoreboard of flash score at the moment. 19 points to 14. Scrum down to the Pumas on the 10-meter line inside the Cheetahs territory. Yeah, it's the second knock from him, so I kind of agree with you there. Try hard, vanish. So, I'm not sure if they're going to update the score very soon, but for those of you who just tuned in, the scoreboard is 19 points to 14 to the Pumas. There's going to be a scrum down to the Pumas now on the 10-meter line of the Cheetahs. Just an injury break to one of the Pumas players at the moment, just receiving some attention. Right, so far we've had the Griquas beat the Western Province today, and will we see another one just like that today? That is the big question waiting to be seen. Right. 19 points to 14. Are we? Yeah, there we go. The scrum will be set now. Pumas looking good for the most part of it. It's not as exciting as the previous game. It's a lot tougher, and there's a little bit more mistakes as well. Twix asking who's the kicker. So Ruan Pinar kicks for the Cheetahs, and Tinus de Beer kicks for the Pumas. Right, so that scrum goes up, and we will have another reset scrum now. Wessel Basson says, hallo daar, lekker aand in Creer Park. Ek van Pretoria, maar 'n fantastiese fanatiese Cheetah ondersteuner. Hoop Cheetah speel beter as laasweek. Die Pumas is baie fisies en Cheetahs moet dit ook doen. Yeah, it's a close one here, really. If you look at the way this game has panned out so far, you can see the Pumas risking everything here. They want to be part of this playoff of the Currie Cup, and the Cheetahs maybe laying a bit down because they know they've already qualified for the playoffs. Who knows? But definitely a big battle going on here, and that scrum is a huge one from the Pumas as they win the penalty there from the scrum as well. So the Pumas are doing the hard work. Currie and Currie Prinsloo doing a great job there at scrum time to disrupt this Cheetah outfit at the moment. Tinus de Beer now will be kicking this one to the corner for the Pumas. How big will this be for the Pumas if they can pull this off? 30 minutes left. Jacobus van Dijk, hallo, wat gaan gebeur met die Currie Cup volgende seisoen? So it is going to stay the same, Jacobus. We will basically have to see Currie Cup rugby being played with our B teams, to be quite honest. And it's not the perfect situation. And that's why I said the Currie Cup is a little bit watered down. It's becoming more like the Vodacom Cup used to be in the past. Just getting the players to be drafted into the URC teams, which is sad, really, because it's one of the oldest competitions in the world. So, yeah, it is what it is, and hopefully they can keep it alive and entertaining at least, like the game previously. I don't mind watching games like the one we've seen between the Griquas and the Western Province earlier today. Annikie van Wyk says, Cheetahs, my span, wen of verloor. And then here comes the light out. Wait for it. Here comes the Pumas with the driving maul. 5 meters from the try line. Can they get this driving maul going? At the moment, it's not going forward. Eddie Swart controlling at the back. Oh, he's broken free. And it's try time to the Pumas. It's a try to Eddie Swart. And Swart scores in the 51st minute of this game. And Jean-André Rudolph not happy with that, as there's a scuffle between him and Eddie Swart. But Eddie Swart has got the try for the Pumas. And not what the Cheetahs would have wanted now. That is, it is a fourth. Well, it's a fourth. Yeah, it's the fourth try for them. So that's the bonus point as well for the Pumas. So a big moment there for the Pumas. Are they going to go upstairs for this, or are they happy with the try being scored? So they are going to go upstairs to have a look if there might have been truck and trailer here as well. So wait for it. It's not a done deal just yet. Was controlled at the back. Now let's have a look here. Yep, obstruction from Willie Engelbrecht. I think personally, I would not have awarded this try as well. Oh, it's nip and tuck. Let's see if the referee's going to have anything to say about that. Oh, the try's been awarded. So no truck and trailer this time round. So 24 points to 14 it is. Connor asking who's going to win the URC. Well, as a Sharks supporter, I would love the Sharks to win it. As a South African supporter, I would love to have either the Stormers or Bulls win it. But to be realistic, I think it is going to be Leinster who's going to win the URC, unfortunately. Right, that kick is going over. So it's 26 points to 14 now to the Pumas. And to answer your question, Twix, the Cheetahs will not be playing in the URC, but they will be playing in the European Talents Cup. So it's not a solid competition, but it is a decent competition to play in. I just don't know if they're going to be up for it when playing against some of the best teams in the world. Right, so the restart then from the Cheetahs, and it's been knocked backwards by Willie Engelbrecht into the hands of Tinus de Beer. Now, Gideon van der Merwe makes the tackle on him. September waiting for it about 10 meters out from his own try line. David Brits on the field for Cohen Jasper as well. September now waiting for it, gets it out to Devin Williams, puts it on the boot, and he kicks it outfield, straight down the middle, into the hands of Roscoe Speckman now. Speckman on the halfway line. He's going to try and make magic. No, it's actually replacement on the field, number 22 for the Cheetahs. So, in fact, it is Ruan Creer who's also on the field for the Cheetahs now. Gideon van der Merwe and Makangwana clashing there. Big tackle from Makangwana. And the referee has stopped play. Gideon van der Merwe stayed down. And he's definitely going to need some attention. And I think Makangwana as well. So a big clash there in the middle of the field. Let's hope Gideon van der Merwe will be okay. 26 points to 14 it is at the moment. Yeah, no, Gideon van der Merwe running straight into the chest of Makangwana. Oh. And his head hit the chin of Makangwana as well. So, yeah, I don't know if, yeah, it was definitely a high tackle from Makangwana, I would say, personally. I would say it's pretty dangerous, in fact, but regardless, rugby has become a little bit soft for me, and I personally wouldn't give anything from that. Maybe didn't use his arms, did try to wrap it around in the end, but Gideon van der Merwe will now go for a head assessment test, see if he's going to play any further part. I doubt it almost. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't think there was anything in that tackle, to be quite honest. So I would say just play on. Alfie Visser says, ek dink die bulle kan die URC wen. Leinster het gewys hulle het swakpunte toe hulle verlede week verloor het, terwyl niemand dit verwag het nie. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, Alfie, to be quite honest. I hope Glasgow comes out tomorrow and surprises everybody and beat Leinster. But if not, it's going to be up to either the Bulls or the Sharks to win them the week after. And that's going to be tough. It's not impossible. But after that, I would say probably our best bet will be the Stormers. But I guess it's a little bit difficult when you have to travel to Leinster. So, yeah, I'm not going to put it beyond any of the South African teams, but it's definitely going to be difficult to do. So they are having a look at this tackle now, and I don't have any audio, but from what I've seen, I don't think it was that dangerous. I mean, yeah, I don't know, maybe a bit high, no arms tackle, yellow card coming up, who knows? Let's just see what the referee have to say about this. So it is going to be a yellow card. Makangwana off the field then, and he will be back in the 64th minute. So there will still be about 15 minutes left when he comes back onto the field. So chance now for the Cheetahs here. 26-14 down at the moment. And a vital kick coming up to the corner here for the Cheetahs. Pienaar needs to set this up 5 meters out from the try line, which he does as well. So it's an opportunity now as Morsi comes on for Gideon van der Merwe as well. So 25 minutes to go in this game. It's still plenty of time left for this Cheetahs side. Aiden Davis takes it in. Here comes the driving maul from the Cheetahs again. They've looked really well with that driving maul so far as this Cheetah outfit. Can they get this one over as well? Now they need to push on. Will they get there? Now they held up. Now they go over. And it is a try to the Cheetahs. It's Van der Westhuizen in for his second try. So Van der Westhuizen gets in the 55th minute of this game. And the Cheetahs are right back in this again. Van der Westhuizen gets his second try of the game. So Van der Westhuizen in the 55th minute gets the Cheetahs' third try of the game. So the Cheetahs right back in this now, 26 points to 19 with the conversion to come. Important kick coming up for Ruan Pienaar. It shouldn't be too difficult, but for the context of the game, it is a vital conversion because it will put them 5 points behind. The moment it's a 7-point game here. Still 24 minutes to go. Pienaar with a conversion attempt here. Not the most difficult kick to do. Can he get this one over for them? He's taking his time again with the conversion. And that one is going to go straight through the middle. So 26-21 is the score here between the two sides at the moment. And the Pumas also with one man short for the next 9 or 8 minutes of this game as well. Chance for the Cheetahs to capitalize on this opportunity. 26-21 at the moment. Can the Cheetahs find it in them to secure this game, or can the Pumas hold on? Still plenty of time left in this game. 23.5 minutes to go. 26-21. Currie also on for Lawrence now. And here's a chance now for the Cheetahs from inside their own 22. It's Roscoe Speckman taking it up to just outside the 22. Now taken up by Aiden Davis again. Just outside the 22 now. Pienaar out to Smith. Smith is going to straighten the line. Tackled by Eddie Fisher now. Now Pienaar again. They're running this from their own 22 now. Aiden Davis again. He stopped just outside the 22 again now. Opportunity here for the Cheetahs as they've also brought on now Ruan Currie again. So the kick downfield from the Cheetahs collected by Devin Williams now. Devin Williams from the 10-meter line inside his own half, looking for distance, can't find it. And now is a chance for the Cheetahs as they send it back with interest as well. Oh, the bounce of the ball goes directly into touch. And Clayton Blommetjies have kicked that directly into touch. And we will come back for a line out to the Pumas, roundabout between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Cheetahs. Annikie van Wyk says, mooi, stadig, maar seker. And that's a 5-point game at the moment. There's still 6 minutes left on that yellow card. And unfortunately for Clayton Blommetjies, that kick didn't work out the way he wanted it to work out. Connor also said, big game tomorrow, Sharks and Billa. Yeah, that's going to be a big one. Possession going the way of the Cheetahs with 57% of the possession. Line out overthrown and taken by Aiden Davis. Now Jean-Andre Rudolph. Rudolph takes it up to the 10-meter line. Now waiting for it is Currie. He gets it out to Pienaar. Now Cornel Smith intercepted by Mafura there. And the Pumas have got possession now. Yahya Prince out to Eddie Swart into space up to the 22-meter line. He goes and still going. Just inside the 22 now. September gets it out to the big boys now. Driving it up over the 22. Penalty advantage coming. Yeah, penalty to the Pumas now. And still 21 minutes to go. Penalty to the Pumas. Just inside the 22, right in the middle of the field. And surely we'll have to take the 3 points here. Is the Pumas. Yeah, so Eddie Fisher will take this kick. Should be a gimme for him. And it also runs down the clock a little bit for that yellow card. And more importantly, it will put the Pumas into an 8-point lead going into the last 20 minutes of this game. Vital that this one go over for the Pumas. Right, Eddie Fisher lining this kick up. Still got about 20 seconds left on this kick. Let's see if he's going to take his time. There will be 4 minutes left on the yellow card as well. Fisher lining this one up. And he slots it straight through. So 28 points to 21. 29 points to 21 it is. And it's an 8-point game at the moment. Voice doesn't want to hold on anymore, it seems. Right, so here's the restart on the Cheetahs now, and it's collected beautifully by the Pumas just outside of their own 22. September waiting for this ball now. Just taking his time with this one. And Willie Engelbrecht just sets it up. September now waiting for it again. Gets it now back to Tinus de Beer, and the kick downfield. Not going to find touch into the hands of Clayton Blommetjies now, and he's going to have a run. Makes his way up to between the 10 and the halfway line. Now Aiden Davis again on the 10-meter line here of the Pumas. It's a penalty to the Pumas. Diving off their feet is the Cheetahs. MGL Kaiser asked why did they disband the Currie Cup. So I think you're referring to fact that they've made it to 6 or 7 teams and not 14 anymore. So I wouldn't mind them changing it back to 14 teams, because realistically, all the bigger unions are now playing with their B teams in this competition. So it should make the competition a lot tougher, going forward, and a little bit more competitive, because the argument was that they wanted a strength setup, and that was to only include this top 7 teams, and I understand it at the time, but now they can surely just make it back to the top 14 or all 14 teams back into one competition. Right, so the Pumas have got the line out 5 meters inside the 22 here of the Cheetahs, and they're going to set up a driving maul now. Remember, they are playing with 14 men is the Pumas now. Crystal September gets it out to Sebastian de Klerk, who straightens the line beautifully right in the middle of the field here for the Pumas. Now September out to Eddie Swart again. Slow ball coming back now. Crystal September. Tinus de Beer back on the inside to his forwards. Just sets it up on the 22-meter line. September back it comes to Prinsloo now. Prinsloo sets it up nicely now. It's September again. De Beer out wide they go. Now Sebastian de Klerk steps past one. Gets it out to Mafura, who steps back inside, still on the 22-meter line. September now waiting for it. Gets it back now to Corne Fourie. Corne Fourie tries to wriggle his way out of the tackle there. Have the Cheetahs stolen this ball? No, they haven't. September still got it. Now September gets it out to De Beer. Back it comes now to Devin Williams. Devin Williams, a long cut-out pass now to Jade Sticklin. Jade Sticklin still caught just short of the 22. They're playing left to right, right to left, but not going any further than the 22 at the moment. Prinsloo sets it up again. Now September, back it comes to Devin Williams. Devin Williams tries to step past one defender. Penalty here to the Pumas. High tackle from the Cheetahs. And another chance now for the Pumas. So will they go for the corner here? I would say go for it. Go for the corner. 8 points the difference here. Set up the line out. There's no time left on the yellow card. So kick this to the corner. No, they're going to go for the shot at goal. Shot at goal from the Pumas now. Just outside the 22. About 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. So it's not going to be an easy kick for Fisher at all. I would have set up the line out and go for glory. Already leading by 8 points. And now trying to extend the lead to 11 points. 15 minutes left in this game. Can the Pumas upset the Cheetahs here today? 15 minutes to play. Time is up on the yellow card as well. Right, Eddie Fisher now lining this one up for the Pumas. Just outside the 22, like I said, about 7 or 8 meters from the left-hand touchline. A very difficult kick for Eddie Fisher. And that one, as I said, it's going to the right of the post. So wasted opportunity there for the Pumas. Personally would have gone for the corner and tried to sweat it out. But they are back to 15 men now as well. More replacements coming on now. as David Pritz now finally comes onto the field. 29-21, 15 minutes to go. Eberson has left the field. Right, some more changes for the Pumas as well. Couldn't catch the names there, but Tinas de Beer now waiting for it. For sure on for Makongwana as well. Right, so Mafura chasing after this high up and under from the Pumas, taken by Clayton Blommetjies on the 10-meter line inside Cheetahs half. Now it's Creer takes it up to Louis van der Westhuizen again on the 10-meter line. Creer back to Pienaar. Pienaar takes it downfield, looking for space in behind, but Tinas de Beer has covered back for that. And he's going to put it on the boot from inside his 22, and he's going to find touch roundabout on halfway here for the Pumas. 14 minutes left in this one. It's an 8-point game at the moment. Right. More replacements coming on for the Pumas now. As Eddie Swart leaves the field, and on comes Llewellyn Klaasen. Big game again from Eddie Swart. A much better second half with the lineouts and stuff. His lineouts in that first half were pretty poor, but they've hit back and they've done a really good job as the Pumas at the moment. 29-21 it is with 14 minutes to play. Van der Westhuizen with the throw in, finds Sekekete. That maul has gone down illegally. Penalty advantage to the Cheetahs as the referee blows on the whistle. And the penalty goes the way of the Cheetahs right on halfway. Daniel Martins penalized there for sacking that maul. Pienaar puts it into the corner here, around about 15 meters out from the Pumas try line. The Pumas can, or the Cheetahs can strike now. The Sharks are still having to play one game less than the other so far. So important game for them as well coming up. Sekekete takes that line out, and here comes the driving maul from the Cheetahs. They're making some headway. It's gone down again, this time legally, and that ball does come out for the Cheetahs. Now taken up by Mossi. About 10 meters out from the try line is the Cheetahs now. Creer waiting for this ball now. Oh, good counter ruck from Willie Engelbrecht, putting the pressure here on the Cheetahs. And there's a little knock on from the Cheetahs as well. And it will be a scrum down to the Pumas. Disappointment there for the Cheetahs. Just taking a little bit too long there to get that ball out from the ruck. A counter ruck from Willie Engelbrecht has disrupted Creer there, and he knocked that ball on. So scrum down to the Pumas, about 10 meters out from their own try line. It's an opportunity to clear the line again. Very disappointing from a Cheetah perspective. Smith unable to keep Engelbrecht out there, and in the process, knocking that ball on was Creer. So 12 minutes to play, and we just got a quick injury break to one of the Puma players. Yahya Prinsloo receiving the attention. Right, big scrum coming up for the Pumas now. They've been in control of the scrums throughout this game. They've definitely not been pushed back by this Cheetah outfit. So, yeah, an opportunity to maybe win a scrum penalty or clear this ball out from their own 22. We know that the Pumas are very keen on running from their own 22 at times. So I'm guessing that they won't be doing it this time around. Right, September to feed this ball to the scrum for the Pumas. Run about 15 meters out from their own try line. Can they secure the ball first and foremost, and then from there clear this ball out? As they're just setting up the scrum now. Taking their time with it. We've got 12 minutes to play in this game. 8-point difference between the two sides at the moment. Scrum fed in by September now, controlled at the back by Willie Engelbrecht, who will be moving to the Stormers next season. Now September gets it out to Tinus de Beer, who puts it on the boot. And he's, brilliant touch finder from him, finding touch just up over halfway. So fantastic kick by Tinus de Beer as well. Definitely in line for man of the match reward today is Tinus de Beer as well today. Right, 11 minutes to play in this game. Tinus de Beer represented South Africa A at the 2015. I'm not sure what cup that was, but he was in the ranks. A valuable fly-off here for the Pumas. That line up from the Cheetahs nearly went astray right on halfway. And it does come back for them as Chakweni takes that up for the Cheetahs between the 10 and the halfway line. Clear back it comes to Pienaar, goes high up into the air. The chase coming from Clayton Blommetjies now. Who's going to get this ball? It's into the hands of Eddie Foucher for the Pumas. And the ball might have been ripped. Let's see what happens. A little knock on from the Cheetahs first, says the referee. So with 10 minutes to play, it is going to be a scrum down to the Cheetahs. To the Pumas, sorry. Everything going the way of the Pumas at the moment. So Willie asking who scored for the Pumas. So I'll quickly put that up for you as well. So the try scorers for the Pumas, Devin Williams in the 8th minute, De Beer in the 34th minute, and Devin Williams in the 41st minute, and then Eddie Swart in the 51st minute of the game. So plenty of tries here as well for the Pumas. Bonus point try already. 2 tries for Van der Westhuizen for the Cheetahs, and then as well 1 for Gideon van der Merwe. Territory going the way of the Pumas now with 52% of the territory at the moment. 10 minutes to play in this game. Right, September to feed this ball in for the Pumas again. The scrum goes up and we are going to have a reset scrum again. And the referee having none of Crea's wording. So he needs to be careful. A lot of back chat from the replacement scrum off of the Cheetahs. 21 points to the Cheetahs, 29 points to the Pumas. We've got 9 minutes left in this game. It's an 8-point game at the moment. September will feed this one in for the Pumas again now. Valuable time ticking away with all the reset scrums at the moment. Right, here they set the scrum up. September waiting for it to feed this one in. And he does so now. Willie Engelbrecht controlling at the back. Big scrum from the Cheetahs now. Oh, they might win it. No, Crystal September's done well to secure that ball. But he might be pinned for holding on anyway. No, the referee says it's all fine. Willie Engelbrecht now scrum off. Gets it out to Corne Currie, who sets it up for the Pumas right on the 22-meter line. Waiting for it now. Crystal September again. Right on the 22-meter line. Gets it back to Tinus de Beer, who's going to put it on the boot straight down the middle of the field into the hands of Clayton Blommetjies again. Now Clayton Blommetjies on the halfway line. Puts in the kick. Looking for the 50-22. And he's going to get it as well. So it's going to be a line out to the Cheetahs inside the 22 of the Pumas. A great kick there from Clayton Blommetjies, winning that 50-22 for the Cheetahs. Big moment in this game. Andries Germenhuizen says, Cheetahs not playing like they have played in the first 9 matches. Don't understand it. Something must be wrong. And then 11J said, Cheetahs were winning all their games until last week. Not sure what's happening now. And then Twix asking how many minutes left. So there's 7.5 minutes to go. Line up to the Cheetahs inside, about 15 meters out from the Pumas try line. An opportunity here for them. Sekakete takes it in off the back. Jean-André Rudolph, 10 meters out from the try line. Creer now gets it out to Aiden Davis. Aiden Davis now just 3 meters out from the try line. Right under the sticks here. Creer now. Pienaar with a long cut-out pass to Kasande, who gets into the corner here for a try. So the Cheetahs score, and it's a game on here with 7 minutes to play. Kasande gets the try in the corner, and the Cheetahs are right back in this. It's Kasende who gets the try in the 73rd minute of this game. So with 7 minutes to play, anybody's game now. It's going to be, it's a 3-point game at the moment with a conversion to come. Conversion to come. We've got 6 minutes left in this game. 3 points the difference here as Kasande dives over in the corner here for the Cheetahs for the bonus point try as well. The vital bonus point for them as well. Right, Ruan Pienaar from the corner here trying to convert this one. Can he get this one for the Cheetahs? 29-26 with the conversion to come. Right, how many minutes left? Oh, yeah, we got that one. Pixie, they have to score and get a drop goal or something. Yeah, they need 3-point drop goal or a penalty, says Twix. So let's see what happens with this conversion first. The conversion from the corner. It's an absolutely amazing kick from Ruan Pienaar as he gets the conversion over. It's a 1-point game here between the two sides. 5 minutes to play. 5 minutes to play. It's a 1-point game here in Bloemfontein. This one is going down to the wire like the one previously between the Griquas and Western Province. It's a 1-point game. A penalty will win it for either sides, I think. Right. The restart now coming from the Pumas. We've got 5 minutes to play. The coach of the Pumas said that he's trying to install a winning mentality into this Pumas side. They're letting the game slip every single time now towards the end. And he's trying to bring in that winning mentality towards the end. But at the moment, it's not working out for them. It's going to be, is it going to be a free kick or a penalty here from the halfway line? Players in front of the kicker from the restart. And that's a bad mistake to make. It's that sort of stuff that I just mentioned that the coach are trying to avoid happening in this side. So it's going to be a free kick then or a scrum down to the Cheetahs right in the middle of the field. 4.5 minutes to go. Will the Pumas hold on or can the Cheetahs win this game? It's a 1-point game at the moment. You can see there all the players in front of the kicker. It's not very often that the referee blows for it, but they were so far ahead of the kicker, it was insane. Like Twix just said, he's insane. I think the players being in front of the kicker was insane. It's such a silly mistake to make. Putting the pressure right back on the Pumas. Right, Currie feeds that scrum. Here's a big scrum from the Cheetahs. Have they won the penalty? No, it's gone up. It's gone up, and it's going to be another scrum down to the Cheetahs. The Cheetahs now trying to get the penalty from the scrum. And he says, times like this, that we need Francois Steyn. Yeah. Well, mind you, Ruan Pienaar can do this exact same. So, but we'll see how it goes. You need a game winner with a big match temperament, and Pienaar showed it with that conversion from the corner. So maybe he's got something up his sleeve one last time here. 3 minutes to go. Scrum in the middle of the field to the Cheetahs now. Right. Big scrum, another scrum reset coming up. Time has been wasted here. And it's ridiculous. Time for a stop clock on the scrums. Hopefully that is something that will come into play soon as well. Right, 3 minutes to go. Twix says Blommetjies needs to put in a drop goal or Ruan. Another scrum down here, and the Cheetahs defeat this one. It's clear defeat. Can they get a penalty from this scrum? That's a solid scrum this time from both sides. It needs to come out. Currie gets it out to Ruan Pienaar. Now it's Smith. Smith straightening the line. He's scored between the 10 and the halfway line now. Penalty advantage coming for the Cheetahs for a high tackle. Can they make something out of this? Ruan Pienaar, Clayton Blommetjies out. It comes to Aiden Davis now. Roscoe Speckman. Speckman just up over halfway. Probably going to have to come back for that penalty. Here they come again. Oh, Pienaar, was he taken late? Now it's David Pritz loses the ball. And we are going to come back for the penalty to the Cheetahs. About 5 meters inside the half of the Pumas. Can Pienaar kick this one over? It's 5 meters inside the half of the Pumas. And a very kickable kick for Ruan Pienaar, I would say. Yeah, Pienaar is going to have a shot at goal here for them. A penalty to Ruan Pienaar. And if he gets this, he's been in fine form today. It's roughly, I would say, about 50 meters out. It's 5 meters inside the half of the Pumas, about 20 meters from the right-hand touch line. And Ruan Pienaar will look to try and win this game here for the Cheetahs, surely. Yeah, just a little bit too high there from Majima for the Pumas, and gave away the penalty. So a chance for the Pumas for the Cheetahs to snatch this game. Ruan Pienaar to line this one up. 4 from 4 tonight. We're about a minute to go. There's about 17 seconds left on the penalty, so there will be time for a restart there. Alfie says that's the biggest problem of the Pumas is the high tackles. So let's see if they can get this as Pienaar. Right, he struck that poorly, and it's going to go to the right-hand side of the post. Devin Williams have got this ball. He's going to kick it downfield, and it will set up a line out to the Cheetahs roughly between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside the Pumas half. Time should be up on the clock. That is a really poorly struck kick there, this time round from Pienaar. And we'll see if they can work their magic from here. No time left on the clock. We will have only one more line out just outside the 22, taken by Sikakete. Here comes the driving maul from the Cheetahs now. The Pumas need to be careful not to give away a penalty here. Up to the 22-meter line comes the Cheetahs. Now it's gone down. Oh, and that ball's not going to come out. It's going to be a win for the Pumas here as that ball's been taken in by the Cheetahs. Scrum called, end of the game, and a victory for the Pumas as they win it by 29 points to 28. And that's a massive victory for the Pumas going forward in this competition. Well, that is quite big. Let's have a look what the lock will do now with the Pumas winning this game. Let's have a quick look. So the Pumas are now going to move up to 26 points. They played one game more than the Sharks. So the Sharks have the advantage of playing one. Well, the Pumas are going to go up to 27 points now. So the Sharks will have to win their next 2 games with bonus points if they want to really stand a chance of making it. But congratulations to the Pumas for winning this game. And one step closer to the playoffs they go. Bad luck to the Cheetahs. Hope to see you guys again soon. I will be back for the URC quarterfinal game between Munster and Ulster a little bit later on. So make sure to tune in for that as well. But until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.